Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that is literally transforming the way environmental research, conservation work, and sustainability projects get done. We're looking at something incredibly practical, tremendously powerful, and honestly, a total game changer for anyone working in the field. If you've ever felt totally bogged down by administrative tasks when you'd way rather be out there making an actual difference, well, you are exactly in the right place. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. We hear a lot about AI these days, right? But we're moving way past your standard run-of-the-mill chatbots. We are talking about AI agents, and there's a big difference. We aren't talking about passive AI tools that just sit there waiting around for a single prompt from you. We're talking about active, dynamic systems that actually do the heavy lifting in the background while you focus on the big picture.
Section 1. The paradigm shift, moving from passive tools to active agents.
Think about the fundamental difference here. A traditional passive AI tool is kind of like, well, you ask it to write a summary, it writes it, and then it just stops and waits. But an AI agent, that's active. You give it a broad goal, like say, collecting, organizing, and analyzing daily data, and it runs on a continuous loop without you having to micromanage it. It's a really profound shift. We're moving from asking a machine for a quick favor to formally assigning an ongoing job to a tireless digital assistant.
Section 2. Shattering the coding myth. No programmers needed.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, I need a massive tech team or a huge budget to set this up, or maybe even a computer science degree. You absolutely don't. This technology has become incredibly accessible pretty much overnight. You can build these intelligent agents using zero-code platforms that are available to you right now. We're talking about things like custom GPTs within ChatGPT, Claude, simple automation tools, and even direct integrations with everyday software you already use, like Google Sheets.
The absolutely crucial takeaway here is this. If you can describe a workflow, you can build an agent. Let that sink in for a second. Think about the processes you manage every single day. Your existing knowledge of how data needs to move from the field to a final report, that is literally the only programming language you actually need.
Section 3. Practical Engine, Data and Consulting. Imagine you're doing environmental consulting right now, and you are just drowning in manual data entry, formatting spreadsheets endlessly. It's an exhausting use of human potential, not to mention a great way to need a second or third cup of coffee. Well, an agent steps in and handles all these tedious tasks for you. It automatically creates those Google Sheets, it cleans the incoming raw data, updates your data sets on a schedule, and it even proactively flags anomalies or emerging trends. We're talking about saving hours of manual data entry every single week.
Section 4. The Citizen Science Database. Real-time monitoring.
So here is how a massive, living, breathing monitoring database gets built right before your eyes without needing a huge research team. Step 1. Your agent automatically pulls data from really diverse sources, local newspapers, environmental blogs, apps like iNaturalist, social media, you name it. In Step 2, it takes all that chaotic information and organizes it into neat sheets, flawlessly tagging species and locations. And then in Step 3, it continuously updates and attaches the original sources. You essentially have a real-time global monitor just running on autopilot in the background.
Section 5. Automating Communications.
And this seamless workflow isn't just for hard data. If you run an NGO, you know exactly how much time goes into public outreach and PR. Well, in Step 1, the agent continuously reads your organization's blog posts and social media updates. Step 2, it automatically turns those updates into media release drafts. So by Step 3, you actually wake up to press-ready summaries and messaging ideas waiting in your inbox. But before you go automating sending these out blindly, I do have a crucial warning for you.
Here is the golden rule of all this technology. AI accelerates your work, but it shouldn't replace your judgment. This is the whole human-in-the-loop concept. The agent is there to create fantastic drafts, but you absolutely must always review them before they're sent out. You have to maintain ultimate control over what goes out to the public. Essentially, you stay safely at the steering wheel, while the AI just powers the engine.
To really visualize how this changes your day, let's anchor our attention on a very specific time, 7 a.m. I want you to imagine what could hit your inbox right when you wake up, before the busy workday even officially begins.
Imagine opening your laptop to a fully automated daily intelligence report in a clean, easy-to-read PDF.
Inside it, you've got your perfectly synced calendar, a summary of only the most urgent emails you actually need to respond to, and key environmental news that's strictly relevant to your mission. No more frantic app switching while you're still half asleep. It gives you total strategic clarity before you've even poured that first cup of coffee.
Section 6. The ultimate ROI. Reclaiming time.
When we strip away all the flashy tech, what is the true benefit of all this for researchers and directors? Well, the real return on investment breaks down into 3 vital pieces. First, the sheer hours of time saved every single week. Second, consistent action, because those background tasks happen reliably even when you're completely swamped. And third, better data-driven decisions because your research is properly structured and instantly accessible.
And all of those amazing benefits lead directly to this single, undeniable truth: more time for actual environmental impact. I mean, this is the whole point. The ultimate goal of saving all this administrative, data entry, and analytical time is to seamlessly redirect your human energy back toward the real-world, on-the-ground impact that you are truly passionate about. The AI does the paperwork, you do the saving the planet part.
Section 7. The bigger picture.
The landscape really has completely shifted. The bottleneck in conservation is no longer the technology, it's simply our own imagination and willingness to adapt. We can fundamentally revolutionize wildlife monitoring across vast habitats, optimize marine conservation tracking, automate deeply complex climate reporting, streamline NGO operations, and boost environmental education outreach. The tools for this human plus AI future, they are already here, right now.
Which leaves us with one final, incredibly important question. The tools are here, so what will you build? I really challenge you to start small. Just take one tedious workflow you absolutely hate doing and build one single agent to handle it. Then, once you see the magic happen, build another. These systems are not just a trend to learn later. They are here to help you scale your impact today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Stay curious, and I honestly can't wait to see what incredible solutions you create.